You gotta know who the fuck you are. You gotta know, like, your strengths. You gotta know your weaknesses. You gotta know everything about yourself, because everybody's gonna have an opinion about you, whether it's good or bad. So you gotta do whatever the fuck you want, how the fuck you want to do it. Period. Point fucking blank. Hey, my loves. I've missed you guys so fucking much. Like, it's been so long, like, since I sat here or just sat, period, and spoke to you guys. Like, it just is so fucking crazy. Like, I feel like it's really been so long. But, y'all, if the lighting looks a bit weird or whatever, it's because I'm using natural lighting. So, just thug it out with me. Like, when the light starts brightening up like this, and be brightening up and down. So, please go with the flow of the light. And I just felt like I had to let you guys know, just cause I just dearly miss speaking and just sitting down and talking to you guys. But I don't want to ramble too much about that, because I want to talk to you guys about something. I feel like today I wanted to talk about a very important subject. And the reason why I really want to talk about this, because I feel like it's been on my mind for a really long time, and I feel like I just really want to talk about it, because I feel like it's something that I'm still working through, and I feel like a lot of people in society is definitely feeling the same thing. And based on the title, of course, it's about external validation and worthiness. And if you didn't know, external validation is like when you depend on external factors such as people, places, and things to validate your own self. It's acknowledging your strengths and your power through the lens of other people. It's depending on others to show you who you truly are. It's like, it's just depending on external people and external things to validate your own self. That is mainly external validation, and it has a connection to self-worth, because your self-worth feeds off initially through external validation, because you will tend to seek out to others what you should have already internally. And an example of how people like depend their worthiness on external validation is like, for an example, like, you know how like everybody uses social media, like we all depend on like how many views we're getting, how many likes we're getting, the amount of people that's showing love to us, and all these different things. Another example is like somebody having an opinion about you, whether they're complimenting you or they talking shit about you. People tend to take those things seriously and label themselves as that image. When somebody, like, they usually would tend to be easily affected by the opinion of others, whether it's positively or negatively. So if somebody is speaking positive about you, you'll tend to be more confident and have a higher self-esteem. But when somebody's talking about you negatively, that's when you'll feel bad about yourself and feel negative about yourself and have a low self-esteem. And that's the effect of what external validation can do. And I feel like this definitely like resonates with me, and I feel like I'm working on it still, and I feel like I'm definitely improving on it, because I personally feel like I am a very talented person. I'm very beautiful. I'm very gifted. I'm all of these different things, and like, when I want to show myself out to others or just express myself and I don't get the outcome that I desire, sometimes it will make me feel discouraged and unmotivated and all these different things. And I feel like I had to learn that I had to be my own support system, my own flower, my own validation, and really being there for myself, allowing me to be in my power and stand in my power, being confident no matter what it is that I am receiving. And I feel like a lot of people have that issue within themselves of like not receiving the validation or support that they know they deserve. But at the end of the day, like we're all supposed to validate our own selves. We're all supposed to feel confident within ourselves. We're all supposed to feel worthy within ourselves. We all supposed to have internal validation, because if we don't have internal validation, we will never feel content within ourselves and like our accomplishments. And I was gonna say it's really important for all of us to have like a high self-esteem, because it will allow us to stand in our power and speak our truth and do the things that we are meant to be doing. I personally feel like I'm still working through and learning and improving on how to not allow myself to be easily influenced or easily affected by external validation, because it can be hard, like, like it can be hard, like, but it's mainly only hard if you're not as confident within yourself. But honestly, wholeheartedly, I feel like I'm slowly gaining my confidence back and remembering and knowing who I truly am. And I feel like that's a gift that everybody has to utilize. Like, you gotta know who the fuck you are. You gotta know, like, your strengths. You gotta know your weaknesses. You gotta know everything about yourself, because everybody's gonna have an opinion about you, whether it's good or bad. So you gotta do whatever the fuck you want, how the fuck you want to do it. Period. Point fucking blank. Like, and I feel like that's really the most important part of really building your confidence and standing in your power, speaking in your truth, having high self-esteem, and all of these different things. Because once you do that, ain't nothing and nobody ain't gonna tell you shit. Like, nothing can stop you, nobody can stop you except for the Most High. So you're just gonna have to like put in the work to feel that way about yourself, that internal validation, being your own flower, loving on yourself, telling yourself that you are loved, you are worthy, you are deserving, you are all of these different things that you think and know that you are. Because once you do that, you're going to be able to subconsciously pick up on those affirmations, and it's going to reflect externally, and it's going to reflect externally in the ways of you just loving on yourself. Because external validation shouldn't have to validate your worthiness or the type of person that you are, because it's your world, and in your world, you gotta do shit that makes you feel good and feel happy and feel worthy. And I'm really happy that I decided to speak about this, because I feel like this is something that's very like occurring in society. Let me actually share my more of my own personal experience. Okay, because I feel like that's important. Like, you gotta know what the fuck I'm talking about from my own experience, so you can know if it resonates with you. But yeah, my own experience is like, for an example, like, so like, let's say like on YouTube, like, I feel like I would have did a great job at a video, and I feel good that I filmed, I edited, all these different things. But then when I don't receive as much support or as much love or all these different things I would have desired. Like, it would make me feel like other things, like, it's called imposter syndrome, by the way. But I'm not gonna say I feel like I'm experiencing that right now, but we just gonna have to see. But anyways, that's definitely what it is. Like, I would start feeling bad about myself. I was literally just have imposter syndrome. Like, I would think of all these different things about myself that is not even fucking true based on what it is that I'm receiving on the internet. And then the fact, and that's fucked up. Like, that is actually fucked up. Like, the world should not be like this in terms of myself being like this to myself. Like, that's not right. Like, you gotta be that bitch. You gotta know you that bitch and move like you that bitch or that nigga. Period. You know? And I'm speaking for myself too because this is something that I am currently working through and trying to be more patient, compassionate, and understanding with myself about, because it is a process to break down. And yeah. So I feel like I just wanted to get straight into the point today. It felt very urgent. Okay, yeah, let me stop. But yes, I just felt like I really wanted to share this because this has been on my mind for weeks, and I just had to express how the fuck I feel. And I hope you guys are willing to receive it and share your own opinions and thoughts, because I definitely want to know. Okay, I definitely want to know. I'm very interested in knowing, just to see if, you know, shit really do be occurring like that within society. So, yes, please let me know. I'll be glad to know. I hope you guys enjoyed this little video, and I'll definitely see you guys soon. I'll see you later, my loves. I'll see you later, my loves.